Hi, it's Bob and Kelly, and we're back with our emotion series. And today we're talking about a big one, and it's known as fear. And we've all experienced it. And most of us have a relationship with it, but it's not good because we don't like the feeling of it. And so we've attached a meaning to it that is not good. When we feel it, instead of moving towards it, we actually run from it.
And fear can be a good thing if it's causing us to expand and grow, and it's us going after bigger ideas and bigger goals, and that's a good thing. But fear can be consequentially negative if it's coming from doubt, and doubt just suffocates progress. So I think ask a better question, which could be, "Hey, what's the origin of the fear that I'm experiencing right now?"
As I've been working on me, I've really started paying attention to, the trigger behind fear. And there is a trigger when we start experiencing that emotion. And it's usually what I have found for myself. It's attached to an old self image that I've held of myself, and it's actually holding me back.
So can you give an example of that, honey?
Well, the thought of I'm going to try something new, I'm going to move in the direction of this big idea, I would overthink
Hmm.
and overthink to where I'd paralyze myself with the idea, are you actually ready to even do this? And
And
then I
then, and
wouldn't
then
do
what happens
anything.
when we ask that kind of question? The answer is usually no, we're not ready, right?
Yeah, and I have found when I'm stuck in a state of fear, I'm not coming from the best version of myself and I'm not making the best decisions that I can.
And it's I don't know who said this, but it was very transformational for me. The person, I think it was my mentor, he said it takes no more energy or effort to come from fear than it does from belief, certainty, knowing.
Which I
It's
think is a
just
really important thing when you
Mhm.
we're talking about fear is the power of a decision to move through it, but it's with starting to trust our intuition.
And the acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. Oftentimes what we're worried about, these things don't even happen. But we get so emotionally involved with the idea that they're going to happen. And it's, in a way, it's us using our imagination in the wrong way, because we need to flip it and use our imagination the right way, which is seeing the things that we want to do, be, and have in our life. We need to see those things actually working out in the future.
I think you had just said, we get emotionally involved with the wrong thing. And I did all the time because when you are moving in the direction of something new, I would start to overwhelm myself with, well, how are you going to do that? But I now understand, which is very freeing, you're never going to know the how until you get there. And so I've been asking myself a better question. Instead of, how are you going to do that? It's not, do you know how? But more importantly, do you even want to do it?
So you hear us asking, we're mentioning questions because questions are your power. So the next time fear bubbles up, we're going to start asking better questions. And if it's coming from worry, doubt, then we're going to say, what's the opposite of that? Faith, belief. And then we're going to move into action, because it's impossible to be in those emotions, those negative emotions, when we're taking inspired action. So the key is action on our dreams and our goals. So we'll see you next time on the emotional series. Kelly and Bob for Time for Forgiveness.